Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Doris and you're watching my Savage Homestead. Today's video I'm going to take you step by step in making your own imitation bush beans. With the prices of canned goods right now, why waste your money on a simple product that you can make yourself? With a bag of dried beans, a few staple items in your cupboard, in a few minutes of your time, you can make up to 6 or 7 pints of pre-made beans for the price of one large can of beans from the store. So that's a win-win in my book. So I'm going to get my day started by I'm going to pull out one of my Dutch ovens. I'm going to use up the last jar of my pinto beans that I have on the shelf. And then I'm just going to go ahead and weigh out 1 pound of beans on my scale. And then I'm just going to dig through there and get the rocks and the bad beans out of there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and rinse them off. And I'm going to give them a good 3 to 4 inches of water on top of the beans, so that when they're boiling, they have enough water in there where they don't stick or burn to the bottom of the pan. For those of you who don't know my past, I was a professional firefighter for a large city for 21 years and a paramedic for 18 years. I started gardening as a release of stress from that job. I don't know anything about gardening at that time, even though my grandfather had a farm in Ohio. But he sold that farm before I was born, and he passed before I became interested in gardening. And with that wealth of knowledge, when he died, it went with him. So with years of trial and error, I pretty much have things down. But then again, when I get cocky, Mother Nature likes to set me back on my heels every now and then. Now that our 90 minutes are up, we're going to go ahead and pour the beans in a strainer. And we're going to let them rest in the sink for a little while to cool down while we get the juices of the imitation bush beans made. So we're going to go ahead and put this Dutch oven back on the stove. And then we're going to go ahead and look for all of our seasonings that we need, all of our staples to make these imitation bush beans. Okay, now that my seasonings are on the counter, we're going to add the 2 cups of tomato juice, which I do have a video that I had posted about 4 months ago on that. And you're going to put in a cup of tomato sauce. And then I'm going to cut up a half of a yellow onion, and I'm going to dice it up into squares. And then we're going to just add this to the tomato juice. And then we're going to add a half a cup of brown sugar, 1/8 a cup of molasses. I'm trying to get all the goodness of that molasses off of the cup. And then we're going to do a half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1½ teaspoons and 1/8 teaspoons of liquid smoke, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of mustard powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of allspice. And we're going to go ahead and mix all those seasonings into the tomato liquid. And then we're going to add our 1 pound of half-cooked pinto beans, which is al dente, because they will cook the rest of the way in the pressure cooker. Okay, now that I let my imitation bush beans cook for another 10 minutes, everything is thickened up, all the molasses in there, the brown sugar. Looks really, really good. So I am now going to take it off the stove and I'm going to start canning it. It's a very simple recipe, isn't it? And it's good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start filling my jars. Now, from what I was taught, the rule is when you have large beans, you only fill halfway. And if you have smaller beans like navy beans or black beans, you can go 2/3 or 3/4 of the way up. So I'm going to go ahead and fill mine halfway up. And there you have halfway up. Now these beans are al dente. That means they're only cooked halfway through, so they still have a lot of firmness to them. If you want to eat them right away, then I would suggest that you cook the beans a little bit longer on the stove. I cooked mine for an hour and a half. I would suggest that you cook yours for at least 2 to 2.5. Start testing it at the 2-hour mark. But mine's al dente for a reason, because I'm canning it. And when I can, if the beans are already cooked all the way through, when I pressure can them for 75 minutes, just going to make a mush inside my jar. So I'm not going to really have beans. I'm just going to have refried bush beans. I don't want that. I want whole beans. So this is why I only do mine al dente halfway through, and then the 75 minutes in the pressure canner cooks the beans the rest of the way. So let me go see how many jars I have of this. I'm hoping to get 7, but we'll see. Okay, so it looks like I only got 6 jars. So I have them all filled up right now at the same level, half, and they each have the equal amount of juice that was in the pot. So now I'm just going to fill the jar up to the neckline, above the shoulders, with chicken stock, and then I'm going to pop them in the canner, and then they'll get cooked the rest of the way in the 75 minutes that they're in the canner. So let's go ahead and get these going. Well, there you have it. You got 6 pints of imitation bush beans. Costs you around the price of 1 large can of beans. You get 6 in your pantry. I hope this video was helpful and informative for you. Don't be afraid to get in the kitchen. It's really that simple. Pay the price at the store or make your own and you know what's in it. But I sure hope y'all have a good night, and don't forget to like and subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thanks guys. See you on the next one.